it is a felony to file a fake police report. I gotta ask a question because he said, as quoted, the mayor had an order of protection against me. He blatantly lied.
In this video today, we're going to update you guys on what is going on between Jedediah Brown and the mayor, the police chief, and Kamal Woods, the boyfriend of the super mayor, on some more nonsense that looks like this group, and I'm talking about Mayor Henyard, Police Chief Jeff Lacey, and Kamal Woods, have made false reports about Jedediah Brown. They're suggesting that these SUVs mentioned in these police reports, Jedediah's gonna be talking about that, were not used to intimidate him, but rather for legitimate law enforcement purposes, which is completely hilarious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last video breaking down the interaction between Jedediah Brown and Mayor Henyard, Chief Lacey, and Kamal Woods, where Jedediah Brown is being followed and they try to intimidate him because he is going after many of the people in Henyard's administration. He's been very effective at exposing a lot of the corruption that Henyard is operating in. So they're not happy with him. They followed him after the courts dismissed the order of protection from Staples, one of the corrupt individuals that Jedediah Brown has exposed. So that went out the way. But if you want a more detailed account, check out the last video or check out Jedediah Brown's Facebook page. In this video, he's going to be reading the police dispatch report. And it shows that Henyard and her group are blatantly lying. Now, they're saying they're the victims.
In summary, on 4/30/2024 at 19:08 hours, I was dispatched to 12665 South Pulaski. For a disturbance dispatch related, the caller was Chief Police Louis Lacey. Dispatch advised the subject named Jedediah Brown was harassing and stalking the mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard. Dispatch related the offender was in a black Blazer bearing Illinois registration. Well, right there, we have our confirmation that she was inside of the BMW that she tried to say was not attributed to her, dummy. So look, not only that, I didn't know she was in the car. If you remember looking at the video.
The details of the harassment allegations against Jedediah Brown is outlined, as you talked about. It suggests that he was accused of stalking, harassing Mayor Tiffany Henyard of Dalton. According to the police dispatch and the subsequent reports, Jedediah was alleged to observe following the mayor closely in his vehicle and potentially attempting to approach her aggressively. But we've seen a lot of these videos. It was Jedediah Brown being upset, obviously, of being followed, and he wanted to demonstrate that he wasn't scared, right? So these accusations specify that Jedediah was seen in the black SUV, as reported back, to track his movements of Mayor Henyard. These actions were interpreted by the police as harassment, leading to the intervention based on the reports they received, but was a complete lie. This is completely hilarious, but let's check out what he has to say on the matter.
I arrived at Restaurant Depot and did not see anyone in the parking lot nor any vehicles. I pulled into 127th Street where I saw a black unmarked squad car with red, blue emergency equipment. What y'all say? What that say? Activated. It is unlawful for the police to be utilizing their emergency equipment in their car when they are off duty. It is illegal for a person to operate in the capacity of a police officer off duty in a completely different jurisdiction. They don't have on their equipment. They're not on call. They're not on radio. However, yes, it is a fact that chiefs make their own rules. So they can say that they was on the clock. However, you're going to have to prove that because literally, if you was on the clock, if you was on the detail, this is what you also made a mistake. You got out with those coochie cutter shorts on, fat boy. Did y'all change the requirements for what you wear when y'all on y'all protection detail? I guess y'all trying to save some money now?
So this is extremely important. They were tracking him down, following him, stalking him. He does confront them, but they're following his every move. You can tell Henyard is really, really mad with Jedediah Brown, but it also confirms that she was in the vehicle as they try to brandish their weapon, trying to scare him, have Kamal Woods try to do a low-key intimidation, talking to him, saying that, man, what you're doing, I wouldn't want people to know that I have a mother. This is the kind of disgusting behavior that the entire town of Dalton has been dealing with for the last couple of years and what the township has to deal with. They're literally lying by making this false police report that's saying that he was stalking. How would that be possible? He didn't even know that she was in the car. You can check the video out. He doesn't really know. He's guessing And we see the pictures later on as they make that false police report that they were in the car the whole time.
I pulled up to the vehicle and spoke with the driver, who identified himself as Police Chief Louis Lacey. Lacey related the incident was happening at Speedway. Lacey related an individual identified as Jedediah Brown was stalking and harassing the mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Lacey pulled up to my squad car. Lacey told me that Brown was stalking, harassing Henyard, and I told him I would follow him to the Speedway to discuss the incident. Lacey and I both relocated to the Speedway gas station, and I spoke with Lacey, who was able to provide me Jedediah Brown's information. Lacey related Jedediah Brown was a YouTuber. Lacey related Henyard had other incidents involving Brown. Henyard had other incidents involving Brown in the town of Dalton. Lacey said that Henyard had an order of protection. Ooh! Lacey said that Henyard had an order of protection against Brown. There you have it. I returned to my squad car to perform a lead search.
The FBI is tracking their every movement, but they're so dumb. They're willing to throw everything away because they want to keep doing what they want to do, because they've been getting away with this for so many years. I don't know when they're going to realize, and maybe until Henyard gets some handcuffs and be sent away. And also Louis Lacey at this point, this was not any official capacity of being police officers. They wanted to support Staples, the woman that claimed that Jedediah Brown was harassing her, tried to get a restraining order. It didn't work. So that's why they had their entire force, not just many police officers following Jedediah, but the mayor following Jedediah. They are not bright people. These people are very, very dumb.
I then spoke with Lacey. Related, he received a phone call from Henyard. Henyard told him that she was being followed and stalked by Jedediah. Lacey related Brown had an issue in the past regarding Henyard and the village of Dalton. Lacey related I spoke with Henyard. What did she say? Oh, this is good. I'm glad we did this. Lacey related, Henyard related, she and Kamal Woods stopped at a Speedway gas station in her vehicle. There y'all go. Thought that vehicle, oh, there you go. In her vehicle, Henyard related Woods parked the vehicle in the east parking lot with the front facing the door. Henyard says she saw the subject she recognized as Jedediah Brown, and Brown saw his phone in the front window with the camera facing her vehicle. Henyard said Brown exited the vehicle and was wearing a black baseball hat, beard, white pants, flip-flops, and she said Brown was walking up to the vehicle. Woods then walked out of the gas station. That's not correct, but thank you. Henyard said Brown returned to his vehicle. So if I was harassing or stalking, okay. Henyard said Woods then moved their vehicle towards Brown. Henyard related Woods, then exited the vehicle and spoke with Brown. Henyard says she could not hear any of the conversation. She related she called Lacey. Henyard related Brown then left. Woods re-entered the vehicle. Henyard related she never spoke with Brown or had any interactions with him.
The only one they can point out was the annual Dalton Town meeting, which everyone in the public is allowed to participate in. A lot of people had interactions with her. If you spoke to her, I guess you would have an interaction with her. So what are they talking about? And also, Jedediah Brown had to be at Markham for the court date. Henyard didn't have no business being over there. Why is she there in the first place? She's the township supervisor, but at the same time, what was her reason for her to be there? What is Louis Lacey's reason to be there? No one needed to be there except Jedediah Brown on that particular day at that particular time.
Brown then stopped and returned to his vehicle. Woods got out, got into his vehicle, pulled near pump 16. Woods got out, spoke with Brown. Woods related due to his window tints being so dark that he believed Brown did not know Henyard was in the vehicle. Wow. Woods said he told Brown he did not want any issues with him and only he wanted to be left alone. Not true. It's a fucking lie. Woods related Brown appeared fidgety. Oh. Woods related Brown did not threaten him nor display any weapons, but Woods related Brown then drove away. Woods related Lacey pulled into Speedway to park near the pump. Woods said Brown returned to his vehicle in the front of his. Woods said Lacey left the parking lot and Brown followed.
People are just liars. All they do is lie and lie and lie. These feds are having a field day with all of the nonsense with these group of people. They just say whatever it takes to get by at that moment. This woman does not care. Lacey lied, Woods lied, Mayor Henyard lied. These claims of harassment are just completely fabricated. They're used to discredit and silence him due to his status as the critic of Dalton, the police department, and everything that Tiffany Henyard has been doing. These police reports were extremely biased, and at this point, influenced by the people who do not like him.
Louis Lacey, is totally unfit to be a police officer. And he just shot his credibility that this man knows. He has to know. He actually does know. Because Lacey was with me in court with Lieutenant Staples, who actually filed a police report. So he knows the process. That order of protection that ultimately was lifted by a judge who saw no cause. This lying piece of shit chief who is not even qualified to be a chief, and according to our research, has not followed the Illinois requirements to take classes, which means that he is further disqualified to be a police chief.
I mean, think about it. These claims have significant gaps. The locations and timings mentioned does not align with what Jedediah was doing in his videos.
You going on the whole other side. Who the fuck are you? I'm not afraid of none of y'all, so don't play no games with me, bro. Don't follow my car. Don't fucking follow my car. Have a good day. Have a fucking good day. They literally are following my fucking car, circling me. I don't know who this is.
When you check the Facebook profile, the dispatch of the SUVs, the ones that were following Jedediah, clearly suggests that there's a misuse of police resources. Why so many people were at that courthouse when they should be protecting the village of Dalton? This actions just reflect poorly on this police department that needs to be broken down and built back up because the leader is Louis Lacey and he is trash. They're not following any protocols to safeguard citizens' rights and stop these unjustified law enforcement actions.
As a matter of fact, it is a felony to file a fake police report. I got to do some research because it's a felony to file a false police report. I got to ask a question because he said, as quoted, the mayor had an order of protection against me. He blatantly lied. We know that it is on dash camera. I'm going to get that dash camera. I'm foyering that dash camera, and I'm going to play that dash camera. But if this man a lie, if he was coming to be a savior, but you all recognize something else? Again, I told you all this. We already knew this based on our own research and investigation. She did not call the police. If she felt that she was being harassed or in danger, Mayor Henyard would have called 911. But in fact, she called Key Price. She called late Louis Lacey, and she called a few other people. They acknowledged I didn't know she was in the car, because I didn't. I didn't talk to her. I didn't look for her. I didn't say nothing. I saw some hands in there. I just thought that wasn't one of Kamal's other bitches. Couldn't have been the mayor. She always got a detail. She always riding in the truck. And I figure, hey, if he were one of his other bitches, that ain't my business, because I've already got enough of them.
Yes, filing a police report is considered a criminal offense. It can be classified as a felony or a misdemeanor depending on the state and the circumstances of the case. What is filing a false police report? Obviously, you're lying, right? It typically involves knowingly providing incorrect, misleading, or fabricated information to law enforcement with the intent of deceiving them, which is Henyard's MO since she been elected of all these positions. The severity of the charge can depend on several factors, such as the nature of the false information, the consequences of the report, and the intent behind making such a report. So, for instance, if a false report leads to an extensive and costly investigation, results to harms to others, or related to other serious crimes, it can be prosecuted as a felony, which carries more severe penalties, including longer jail time, higher fees, and more significant long-term consequences on the individual's criminal record. Now, she got the car thing. I guess you would have this. But that's a big deal. What happened if something were to happen to Jedediah Brown based on this lie of him stalking the mayor? This is serious, serious consequences. You can't just continue to lie because you think you've been able to get away with it for so many years. She's already been seen to misuse the law enforcement system. And she's trying to use it that could potentially harm someone in a way that there's no way that you can come back from that. This is a serious problem. So you see, this is the MO for Henyard and her group of cronies, goons, thugs, whatever you want to call it. They are going to continue to lie until their last breath. They're going to lie until they face serious accountability and punishment for their actions. You can see that they will say whatever it takes to get what they want. At any time that they choose, they're going to find a way to lie, to try to manipulate whoever they need to manipulate. Kamal will try to manipulate Brown by trying to sweeten him up, talking about how much he loves him, even though it's a complete lie, to claim that Mayor Henyard had order protection on Jedi Brown, which is a complete lie. For Louis Lacey to throw his entire career away by lying for this woman, that's something he's going to have to deal with. He should not have a badge. I already said that many times before, but if you could look at what this report is saying and what actually happened when we see the footage, it's total nonsense. So what you guys think about the situation? I'll have the links to the page for Jedi Brown, YouTube and Facebook. And also, we're going to have some more information going on in the channel. Hopefully I have a video coming up about Keith Freeman. I haven't forgot Keith Freeman and all his nonsense, but what you guys think, put in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.